and it is an emotional decision, but it is definitely a choice. I choose to love my wife every day.
Even though we had a rocky start, we fully intended to grow old together.
Yeah.
That's been our intention, and that stays our intention every day.
Actually, we locked the escape hatch and threw away the key, and we said we're going to make this marriage work if it kills us. It nearly did.
But you know, one of the things that can destroy a marriage is when there is a terrible trauma, when there's a tragedy. And you had this in your family. We'll talk about it later, but you had a son who committed suicide, and these wonderful parents, and you have to go through that. How do you survive that in a marriage?
Well, we have spent nearly 40 years putting our roots down deep into our relationship. We've worked, as I said, it takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to build a marriage, especially when you're as different as we are. And we used to worry that because Matthew was so ill, that if he did end up taking his life, that it would tear us apart.
We didn't want to be a statistic.
No, we didn't want to be a statistic, and it does, and sometimes it does. But we are actually closer today than we were a year ago. We just decided we were going to grieve together.
And one of the things we decided on that was, whatever the person is feeling, that's okay. I wasn't going to try to talk her out of her emotions. She wasn't going to try to talk me out of mine. So whatever she's feeling, she's angry, I get angry, over the same things. If she feels sad, if I feel sad, we would enter in. It's just showing a lot of grace to each other.
When you talk about, because I agree, marriage is work, and to keep it going. When you talk about it to the audience, it was blood, sweat, and tears, and we're going to make it work if it killed us, and we didn't. Then when people look at it and go, but then, gosh, why the hell should I get married if it's this
big? It's worth it. It's worth it, Sherry.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Then what is worth it about all of the blood, sweat, and tears?
Intimacy.
And there's a lot of blood on the ground. Well, there's something that we've learned along the way in all the marriage counseling and therapy that we have done. By the way, we've paid dearly for our marriage.
Yeah, I was going to do a card.
Completely believe in.
MasterCard saved my marriage. we were making $800 a month. I was making $800 a month, and my counseling bill was $100 a week. And I racked up $1,500 on a counseling bill, and I should say, marriage, priceless.
Yeah. What was your biggest issues? We're so different. He's an extrovert. I'm an introvert. Yeah. He's a risk taker. I'm risk avoidant. Yeah. He's the funmeister. I am very practical. Somebody's got to plug in the coffee pot. Yeah. He is a dreamer. I'm a pragmatist. Just literally, our personalities are so different.
You talked about DNA earlier. We're different in every cell of our DNA except one thing: our commitment to God, commitment to each other, and that's held us together.
Well, what's your dialogue?
You'll stay with us, and then you can ask your question. Okay, we'll come right back.